Yep. Well, here you go, guys. This is the Rustoleum paint job on my 97 V6 Camaro 5-speed. Mix match wheels, who cares? It's temporary. It is darker in person. It looks like a baby blue. It's a little bit darker than that. The Rustoleum paint color is sail blue. For y'all interested. Some wax in there. Kind of idea to finish on that. Little watermarks, but the hood looks really rough. It's got wax on it. So here in the fender, give you guys a very realistic idea. There we go. Now we can kind of see it there. Let me get some background in so you can focus on this. There you go. There you go. That is the texture I got. There you can see right there. It's kind of satiny. You see a little, I think that's a run. I think that's actually part of the door. But you can see where it looks a little satin. When you spray your coats on anything with that paint, make sure you spray the entire area wet, quick. The front bumper, I'm not going to really get too up close and personal with it. It looks like crap, and that's my fault. And also the people's fault that don't know how to drive a Camaro. Previous owners. I did remove the badge, so it was done properly as of that area. But anyways, did a matte black for the grill. It needed to be resprayed, and same for the headlights. They had to be resprayed. Got a little bit of footage of when I did that. A little rough around the edges. I still need to go back and kind of clean it up. See, it's satin black. See, it's not perfect. You know, it's dirty, but it's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect. It's a 2-week spray paint job for a guy that's never done a paint job on a car. So this is something you can easily do at home. And I'm not trying to sell the product. I'm just saying, for any of y'all out there that's car enthusiasts and you like your car, but you don't want to spend the big money, like you could do this whole paint job on this big car right here for literally under $100. Now the reason why it costs so expensive is the sanding. The prep work is super expensive. I literally only have $50-$60 in paint, maybe less than that probably. But the prep work, super important to make sure you prep your car properly for paint. And I do have imperfections in this car. Let's see if I can get you in right there. Can you see it's a little bit different color right there? That is called one coat city. Is this darker? That's one coat. That's because I did one coat. I didn't spray it good enough. Now if you spray your car and you get these, that is because that is a spot of oil or something. Like this one in particular is actually a chip in the paint, and then underneath it was peeling up in the clear coat, so something had gotten in there, and then when I sprayed it, it didn't mix with that. It didn't like it. So like I said, it's not, guys, it's not perfect by no means. The mirrors, of course, they had to come off, so I did a custom paint on them. It's a combination of about 4 different types of paint sprayed on all together pretty much. You see it looks a little white right there. And right in here you see some of the gold and silver and stuff in it. Yeah, I just want to do something kind of cool, make them a little textured. This one was a matte black, and this one was the factory gloss black still yet, and this one looked horrible. So they're not the same, but they're pretty close. They got a unique texture. Like you walk up to it and you see that, and you kind of think, oh wow, that's interesting, never seen that before, you know, kind of thing. Some stuff on my finger. But I try to do all the gems and stuff. You can see my tape on. I just wanted to make sure that this was blue right here that way, because you can see that. Oh yeah, you can actually see the green over there, but you gotta really be looking for it. Like I said, whole top of the car was not sprayed. I do plan to go back in and respray this area a gloss black because it's a satin black, and I got some overspray on it. The other side over there is worse. They actually got a chip in it. I guess it's like a vinyl on it. I previously recorded a video I was going to upload on this car, you know, like showing some process. I'm actually going to make a whole new video and just trash all the footage I have now, you know, as of the new current footage I have, and just kind of walk you guys through some of the process on this thing. I didn't do a whole lot of recording on this thing because it was a two weeks, a little over 2 weeks long process, getting the car ready for spraying. And like you know, I'd done it one panel at a time. I sprayed this quarter by itself, and I actually did yeah, I gotta grease my door hinges. I did black door jambs and I knew I had to respray them because I wasn't happy with the line, because I want this line very nice right here. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna have to respray them. So when I sprayed the quarter, I didn't mask all the way in here. A little bit of overspray on there, it ain't gonna hurt my feelings because I gotta respray it black. Gotta respray the black all across the bottom too to get that nice pink line where I did the rocker panel. See, I did the doors, did them black as well, just so it looks nice. See that right there? That is oil, but I can sit here and point out all these little imperfections and stuff. When you see the car in person, it looks pretty slick, especially compared to the worn out crap GM green. I didn't really hate the color. This is like my third vehicle with that color, so I wanted something different. Car finds you, you don't find the car. Make it special for you. Anyways, like I said, the front bumper is horrible. I didn't spend a whole lot of time on it. I could have easily filled all this stuff in, given maybe another day, but by the time I end up with the front bumper, I was tired of the project. To be honest, I don't know how these guys out here make a living doing this stuff. Any type of body work, I just can't do it. I've always hated it. I got a little bit of overspray on my tire there. I guess hopefully that will go away. I did wrap my tires and everything like you're supposed to when I painted each panel, but decent clearance there, not much there. It's hard to do that. And yes, this is all painted. This is a little rough. Right quarter panel was replaced, so no big deal. Don't do what I did and paint your gas cap. I ain't worried about it. I got another one to pass. Only issue with doing the one panel at a time is let me see, there you go. I was prepping this panel, hit that, didn't even realize it. Took a little bit of the blue off right there. I ain't gonna do nothing about it, but I'm just saying, if you do that process, which I recommend using that process, because trying to do an entire car at one time, one, your fingers are going to get very, very tired if you don't do this on an everyday basis, like I don't. And two, it's going to be very easy to make mistakes and make, you know, to miss things and stuff. You have to take this, you know, kind of that approach, especially if you're not experienced. But the issue with it is, see that satin look right here? It's kind of glossy right here. This is from me spraying the door and getting overspray onto the fender. I learned my lesson right there. If you get overspray from another panel onto another panel, you pretty much have to spray the whole panel again. Or what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix those stuff and smooth it out, and I'm going to put a clear coat on it, call it good, because I'm not going to sit here and respray my entire car chasing around that finish, when clear coat will do the finish. Tried very hard to get this thing to look good, to be glossy, but I do believe I will be going to a satin clear, not matte, just a little bit satin. The gloss look is a little too much for me. I've had too much time in trying to keep this car clean even when it looked like crap. The spoiler, the top of the spoiler was horrible. Let me get around this way, face towards the sun a little bit. A little better vision of that, better view of it. See little indentations and stuff. I literally had to sand the whole top of this down to the bare fiberglass. I have probably 20 plus hours in just the top of the spoiler. The bottom side was caked. I literally could have done that by hand in 2 minutes and sprayed it and it would have been done. The top though was so bad. I guess it had been resprayed at one point because the paint wasn't too bad on it. But there was like deep grooves and stuff in it. I don't know if they're still visible. No, they're not. There's like deep scratches into it all the way down to the fiberglass and a few spots and stuff here and there. Chips in it, like right there. She's dirty for one, and two, that's oil that I didn't get off for whatever reason. This painting thing, man, it's too finicky for me. Just don't have the patience for it. But anyways, spent way too much time on the spoiler. I got tired of it. I went and got me some 80 grit sandpaper for my sander and tipped it on its end and sanded it all down. I could not get the clear coat, could not get the paint. I could not get any of the layers to transition into anything. It literally, I tried sections right through here and stuff, and I'd spray over it with the blue and let it dry, and you can see the line and everything. The whole thing was like that. So it was like it was like falling apart right here, right, and right there on both sides and stuff, and I just got tired of it. Sanded the whole thing down. Went back over with 220 or 300 or 320 or something, and sprayed the dang thing, let it cure out in the sun, and put it on the car. And I did actually mess up, and the third brake light up here, the wiring for it had fell down in here. No, not that way, but that way, because the wiring goes from the light over to here, and it's very thin in here. So what happened is I taped the connector and left the connector hanging, but I didn't tape the connector itself to the bottom side of the spoiler, so it fell up in there. I could not find it, so I ended up having to pull the harness out, and then I fished a piece of wire up to there. So if y'all are working on the 4th gen F-body, then you know how to get your third brake light there. Anyways, I'm gonna stop the mumbling and all that crap. Let me know what y'all recommend as for a clear coat on this thing. What's a good route, quick, easy, cheap, dirty route I could go on this thing just to get it a consistent finish all the way around. Don't want to have to mask off black. I want to paint over all the black and everything. That way it's one smooth layer. I can feather in that transition between the black and the blue a little bit. I can pull some stuff apart, like take the mirrors off, the vents, the fake hood vents and all that stuff. I can take all that stuff out. But let me know what some recommendations y'all might have, because a lot of people probably going to be watching this thinking, you know, is this something I want to get into or not? You know, learn from my experience on this particular paint. So that's it. I'm going to go to the house. It's early in the morning. Show a little bit of the view. Those way over there, that's very faint. That looks like clouds. That is the Smoky Mountains. So, great place to go. Actually behind a church. Church. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. And if y'all have any experiences with this paint, on any long-term experiences with the paint, let me know. Because I'm kind of iffy on how long I can leave this paint on the car unprotected with clear coat. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Peace out.